Welcome to Mirror Domains, Stranger Things Season 3, Chapter 3, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard. Okay, let's talk about this episode. It starts off actually fairly good. It starts with Max and 11 spying in on the guys, trying to see what they are doing, and it's kind of funny, actually. I like that moment. But then they try to use their powers on Billy, and it's kind of like she sees him doing something to the lifeguard's body, and it kind of gave me goosebumps, actually, to open it up. The way that he almost recognized that 11 was there spying on him, and that's the way that the episode opened, and it was just like, wow, that's a great way to open up the episode. So, where does it continue off from the last episode? Basically, Nancy and Jonathan still continue to try to track down this rat story, but the people at the paper who has Jake Busey working for them is like one of the reporters who doesn't believe her story, Nancy's story, and they just continue on with that, and it's not really too much going on with that other than the fact towards the end they go back to the old lady's house and they find that she's been turned into one of those things as well. So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. As far as the story with Dustin and Steve, they actually decode that Russian code in the mall, and I feel like that's been going okay. They just, obviously the Russians are somewhere underneath the mall trying to open up the Upside Down. And yeah, that's interesting. I actually liked some of the dialogue between Dustin and Steve, where they're talking about the relationships of, the older kids to the younger kids. I thought that was handled fairly well. Joyce and Harper go to the old, the old laboratory where they opened up the Upside Down in the first place, because Joyce believes that they've built this machine that's demagnetizing everything there. So they go to check it out, and Hopper gets attacked by one of the men. I think that's just, I don't know what that's about, because it has nothing to do with the mall. So why does this place way over here have to do something with the mall? And why would they even care? I'm guessing that they're still taking supplies out of there or something, and they didn't want anybody poking their nose around in there, because we saw that they were under surveillance. And yeah, it's kind of weird. But as far as what's going on, it's really hard to tell. I'm getting vibes of the Stepford Wives. They're being replaced with duplicates, sort of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, Billy doesn't act proper, and when 11 and Max go to the lifeguard's parents' house, which is the editor of the newspaper, so everything's tying in nicely. But when they go to the house at the end, we see that everybody's kind of acting robotic, and their goal seems to be just to get more people to feed to this thing that's corrupting people. So that was kind of a creepy thing going on there. As far as the other kids going on, Mike and Lucas, they're just trying to play D&D, and more or less that younger guy, he's starting to realize that you have to grow up and let go of some certain things, right? Yeah, that's pretty much where that story goes. And then at the end, when he goes and destroys the treehouse, they find that he turns around and says, he's back. Well, who's back? And I'm guessing that after Chapter 3, they're going to let us know what's going to happen next. This episode was directed by Sean Levy and written by William Bridges. So, yeah, this one was it's a setup episode. So I'm guessing that episode 4 is going to be like the payoff, like the mid-season payoff. So, yeah, this one was was a little bit, okay. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. What did you guys think about this episode, The Case of the Missing Lifeguard? It's a setup episode. That's my impression. Okay, so you can see the previous episode right here for that review, and you can see the next one just right there. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.